Today I want to talk to you about app tracking transparency. That's that pop-up asking if it can track you that you see on iPhone, and also Apple nutrition labels, because they're going to tell you what data any app wants to know about you and what they're doing with that data. First, let's start with app tracking transparency. Okay, so basically, Apple said if you're going to be in our store, any app at all, from Twitter to Instagram to anywhere that you shop, Target, Sephora, those apps have to now disclose if they're taking your information and sharing it across the internet. Say no to that prompt and two things happen. First of all, the app knows that you don't want to be tracked and that sends a message. Secondly, they don't have access to your personal Apple identifier. Your personal Apple identifier is a series of letters and numbers that we're not privy to, but if you say yes, the app has those letters and numbers, your identifier. It doesn't have your name, it doesn't have your address, it doesn't have your email address. However, if that app is something where you're buying something, or Twitter where you're signing up, it has information that you've provided. So say it has your name, your address, your credit card information. Now it also has your identifier, and it can merge that with other apps and websites that also have your identifier. And basically, there's a pretty textured data package about you when all of those are merged together. So my advice is say no. It's a nice opportunity to send the message and protect a little bit of what you do. Remember, this only applies to your iPhone and apps on your iPhone. Secondly, the Apple nutrition labels. I love these. Apple again requested that all the apps in the App Store have them, and I'm going to show you a couple. To see the nutrition label, you go to the App Store. I'm here searching Facebook. So then I click on Facebook as though I'm going to add it, and I scroll down past the ratings, and past the ratings we'll see data used to track you. So this is basically what's shared across other apps, and it's my contact info, my identifiers, and other data. Now, other data is really quite broad. Other data can be any data types that aren't mentioned, like your usage data, your percentages, your search history. It's other things. And here's what else Facebook has linked to you. All of these things. So let me break it down a bit. When they say they have access to health and fitness, it means your health and medical data, including but not limited to clinical health records, API, health kit, movement disorders, or health-related human subject research, or any other user, that's me, if I provided health or medical data in that health app. It also goes over purchases. That's pretty self-explanatory. Location. Now, location can be general location. So when you put your location in and you say, hey, I'm in Newport Beach, well, it can take that location as well as your actual device location. And then let's go down to user content, because that covers a lot of information. That can be like the subject line in your emails. It can be the emails themselves. It can be photos or videos. It can be sound recordings or your voice. It can be the games you're playing and where you left off in the game. It can be also other user-generated content, your search history, your usage data. That's a little bit different than your user content. So your user data is such as app launches, taps, clicks, scrolling information, music listening data, and listen to this, it's even where you saved a place in a game, a video, or a song. It's crazy, right? So now you know that's what Facebook wants, including other sensitive info. Oh my gosh, you guys. Do you know what sensitive info is defined as? Racial or ethnic data, sexual orientation, pregnancy or childbirth information, disability, religious or philosophical beliefs, trade union memberships, political opinions, genetic information, or biometric data. That's everything that could be contained in sensitive information. So that's why putting this app on my phone is a hard pass. There's some good information out there in the App Store too. This is Protonmail. I use Protonmail, and they put up this comparison. They showed that not only do they not track you across the internet, they also don't link any data to you. They have diagnostics information, but it's not linked to your name in any way. And then look at Gmail. This is the data that's linked to you. Your purchases, your contact info, your user content, the identifiers that we talked about, your location, your contacts, your search history in the app, your usage data and other data. I go for looking at these apps online and finding something beautiful like Protonmail. Now you can make all of your choices based on this information. Every app in the App Store has one of these nutrition labels. And it's interesting because with the tracking and the nutrition labels, it really drives home the point that if an app is free, like Facebook, you are the product. And what that means is that either they're trying to sell you something or they're using your information so that someone else can sell you something. So this gives us an opportunity to maybe even subscribe to things so that they don't have our information or don't share our information. Or like with Protonmail, just to use it because the free is pretty good. I'm on the Visionary and the entire website's on it, so we do pay. However, it's really a beautiful interface, has a calendar and everything, so I really recommend it. And I recommend that any chance you get to hold some of your data close and not have to share what you do online with other people, you should take advantage of that. I'm August Bryce with Tech Wellness. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe because there's more where this came from, and we also talk about EMFs and addictions and all the other aspects of being really well and thriving with technology. So until next time, stay safe, be well.